Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Friday, July the 10th. So much happened in music history today. Of course, the scroll across the bottom of the screen is everything that I'm saying here. In 1977, Queen released a record, We Are the Champions, We Will Rock You. And it was released in the UK. And I can't imagine anybody not knowing those two songs. In 1975, this day, Gladys Knight and the Pips debuted their summer variety music show. It was great having Gladys on TV. In 1967, Kenny Rogers leaves the New Christy Minstrels and forms the First Edition. In the following year, he will have his first hit with the First Edition, Just Dropped In to See What Condition My Condition Was In. In 1965, the Rolling Stones hits number one in America with I Can't Get No Satisfaction. And boy, did the English teachers have a fit with that one. In 1964, Manfred Mann releases Do Wah Diddy, which shoots to number one in America. I'm just a big fan of Manfred Mann. I hope you guys will give him a listen sometime. 1963, Martha and the Vandellas release Love is Like a Heat Wave. Another great song. I think most people would know that. In 1949, Greg Kihn is born in Baltimore, Maryland. And July 10th, 1942, Ronnie James Dio is born in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Hey, Roger Blair. And you know, Ronnie had two huge groups that he was the front man for, Rainbow and Black Sabbath. Neil Tennant was born July 10th, 1954, in Shields, Tyneside. Okay. And music media history in 1950, Victor trademarks the phrase his master's voice, which refers to the dog on their logo. And the dog's name, by the way, is Nipper. He's listening to a record player and thinks it's his owner talking to him. Later, this company becomes known as RCA Victor. And July the 10th, 1968, in the middle of their tour, Eric Clapton announces the breakup of the supergroup Cream. They were in the middle of their last tour, or during the last tour. I shouldn't say the middle because I don't know exactly when. So a lot going on in music history today. I think every site I checked had like 5 pages worth of information, but that's distilled down to what I think most people would probably recognize the names. Charlie, what's up? Long time no see. And I haven't seen any notifications from you doing any videos or lives. So, Charlie, what's your schedule today? What kind of fun-filled activities do you have? And I do hope it's fun-filled activities. Roger Blair says, hello, Charlie. And Roger, are you getting rain right now? I saw on the weather this morning that a front's moving in, and I think it's already hit your part of the world. Charlie, you are correct. Fridays are double TGIF. TGIF stands for Thank Goodness It's Friday, but it also stands for Thank God I'm Forgiven. Wow. Charlie, that sounds like fun. I'll have to check your channel out. I like that parade that you did. That was fun. Wow. I wanted, I really wanted to go see AC/DC and the Pretty Reckless. They are in Charlotte. And I found one ticket for just under $100. I looked at the venue where the concert was going to be held, and I tried to find a hotel that was within walking distance. The closest I could find, they wanted $300 for one night. And as much as I would like to see those two bands, it's not going to happen at those prices. Hey, Sharon, so good to see you. And I want to thank everybody, by the way, Sharon. You and a couple other people were I think it was Mr. Lee, but you guys were hoping that I'd meet somebody along the trail, and I met 3 women yesterday. Unfortunately, they were all too young. One of them was pretty much had my mindset as far as hiking and everything. Wow, Charlie. I remember going to see Fleetwood Mac with Firefall opening for them, and I paid less than $10. And I know inflation, et cetera, but still, the most I ever paid to see somebody in concert was I paid $40 to see Bob Seger, and I would do it again, but $40 would be my limit because I can buy a bunch of albums for $40. Well, the the other thing, Sharon, was I found a copperhead. First time ever I have seen a copperhead on top of the mountain. And it was just laying there chilling. Scared the daylights out of some people. That's true, Charlie. Uh, that's because everybody's renting beer. Oh, geez, Treezilla's got full sunshine. I feel a little sorry for Treezilla because he's pretty much lost his tail when that storm come through a few weeks ago. His bottom took a chewing. Charlie, you on your phone now, or are you on a laptop or tablet or whatever? Oh, okay. I was going to say if he's on a laptop, I'd put the link in there and invite you to come up and talk for a while. You don't have to turn your camera on; just talk. I mean, you can turn it on if you want to, but of a morning, I'm not turning on the camera. No way. I'm going to be comfortable. I have to burn up all day long, so I'm going to remain comfortable early in the day. So let's see here. Is there anybody in chat that does not remember Martha and the Vandellas and their song "Love Is Like a Heat Wave"? Because that song was huge, and I still hear it played. I couldn't even start to count the number of times I've heard it used in movies. Well, Charlie, it would be good to talk to you, but on cell phones, the links don't always work, and you'd end up having to type everything in. I think Mike figured out how to copy and paste it, but oh, uh, after the show, uh, give it a listen. I might make that one of my Wednesday posts. Um, I try to post something music related every Wednesday afternoon at about 3 o'clock. Okay, Charlie. Sharon sent me an email. Sharon will let you know that I don't abuse that information. Charlie, you'll have to copy and paste the email. YouTube does not like me and it doesn't let the link work. So just giving you a heads up there. Okay. See, it's been so long, Charlie. I didn't even remember. Now, the the one that starts with the number 83, I don't have access to that one anymore. So make sure you got the new one. Yeah, the that one and the people I got the email through, they wanted too much information. And everybody knows I only check my email once every morning. I do that before I go live. Because when I was working, I had to check emails every few minutes, and I just don't care to do that. Excuse me for slurping coffee, but it's good. Khadijah was talking about coffee in her live earlier today. I knew that it was a diuretic, but I didn't know that since it did that, it would trigger your body to withhold other fluids and it's almost like edema. And Charlie, the term bopping around, that just makes you smile. Good morning, John P. Good afternoon to you. I wanted to go live from the mountaintop, but I don't see how other people go live out in the middle of nowhere, because I get over there and I barely have 4G, if anything. Oh, John, don't worry about it. I want everybody to come. I mean, to be happy and join in with chat, and be here for the live streams. But at the same time, I don't want anybody to stress out to get here, because the Nature Channel is all about relaxation. I mean, no drama. Here it's laid back music discussion. And all of our friends over on Rumble, I greatly appreciate y'all stopping in. We can't get Nightbot to work over there. But still good to have you guys in Rumble. You're welcome. Anybody that comes into chat on a somewhat regular basis, I try to have something for them. And by the way, Sharon, Roger Blair, you guys, Ben showed up at just after 6 o'clock in the Nature live feed. He had to get up and go to work. That's why he's not been showing up Tuesday and Thursday night. But I let him know everybody was asking him about him, and he said that he misses everybody also. John P., that's not fun. Any water leak is bad. Anywhere. Water leak in your house has its own set of problems. Water leak in a car, another set of problems. And you're not able to see where the leak's coming from. WTF Mike and some people that come to his chat, they do a pretty good job with auto repairs and such. Sonia. Hello, Miss Sonia. I know you are lurking. That's okay, Sonia. I know how busy you are. You getting a little excited over football this morning, Sonia. By the way, Sonia, I think it's like almost 8 o'clock at night for Sonia. You know, Sonia, you're so busy helping everybody else. You need to remember every once in a while, you know, you could get a little help too. If it is possible for anybody to be born a teacher, Sonia is born a teacher. Okay. Da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Oh, I had a question to ask you guys. On Gilligan's Island, if you guys notice the lagoon, whenever they're doing shots of the lagoon when it's coming on, if you pay close attention, you can see buildings in the background. That's the studio that where Gilligan's Island was videoed or filmed. But if you look close, you can see the building, and that seems to have been a topic several places here lately that I've been in chat. Somebody went through and calculated how far the boat could have traveled on one tank of gas, and it was not really that far, so they should have been able to be found quickly. My biggest pet peeve about Gilligan's Island is the professor was so smart. He could make batteries, he could make all kinds of chemicals, but he couldn't fix a hole in the boat. Do you guys have a pet peeve about Gilligan's Island? And if anybody's willing to answer the question, Ginger or Mary Ann? That's right, Sharon. It was in the script. While y'all think of that, I'm going to go get my last cup of coffee and rinse the coffee pot out. Hold down the fort. I'll be right back. Charlie, you take a good one. Uh, I hope nothing but kind words come your way and you get the day that you deserve, Charlie. I'm on my last cup of coffee for the day. Buh. Barely hear that crow in the background. And speaking of Mike, here he comes. Good morning, Mike. 2 or 3 minutes ago, I was telling John P. that you and people that come to your live streams are pretty good at mechanics. John's got a water leak in his car, that is. I'm not a fan at how flimsy they have made radiators. YKB come in to the Nature Channel early this morning. He said he had just finished a bike ride. He said he pedaled, I think, 20 some miles. He hasn't said yet. I don't know if he's looked for it or just depending on the mechanic. Mike, what kind of snakes do you have up in your part of the world? I got a good video of a copperhead yesterday. Oh, okay, a tube. So if it was one of the hoses, that shouldn't be all that bad. Uh, well, if it's still leaking, it ain't fixed. Or did I misunderstand you, John? I thought you were saying that it was leaking again. A lot of times mechanics will get in a rush and part of the old hose will be kind of deteriorated and stuck to the connector. And if they don't clean that old hose off, the connector, the new hose will leak. That's not 100%, but it's one of the things I've seen happen too many times. Cause an old hose will get hard and brittle, and it'll act like it's been glued to the fixture. Oh, okay, Mike. This part of the state. Okay, John. The only two around here we have to worry about is rattlesnake and copperhead. The closer you get down to the coast and a little bit further south, you got to worry about water moccasins. And then there's just this little area right on the North Carolina, South Carolina border that the coral snake is there. But you got to pick it up, and it would have to bite you like between the fingers in order to do the venom thing, because their mouths are so small. Beautiful snakes, though. They're red, yellow, black. But every once in a while, somebody will mistake it for the non-poisonous that's everywhere else. Nah, Sharon, I don't like them either. But if there's one around, I'm usually the person that finds them. I have seen more snakes this year than any year I can think of. And last year, it ended up being the same thing. I saw more last year than any previous several years. And that copperhead, like I said, it was on top of the mountain, and I had not seen any snakes right there, let alone copperhead. Mio, hello, Mio. I'm pretty sure I got a night bot for Mio. Mio, I hope your work is going well. You are always so busy in that shop. That's true, Mike. Black snakes, they're fine. I pretty much leave them alone. Uh, I see, I've already seen 3 water snakes up at the park this year. Cameron, good morning, Miss Karen. I hope you're having a good start to your day. Yeah, it's going to be sunshiny today. The clouds and a little bit of rain are moving in, but it's going to cool things down. We might have 2 days in a row coming up here shortly that we don't get past like 82 or 83. And that will be 2 fantastic days, except for the rain. But I'll take those lower temps. So far, I have not melted nor dissolved when I have been caught out in the rain. Yeah, we had the typical red skies at dawn, which is not the good thing to see. Oh, Mike, that's great. Did you and your dad go fishing or just you? Moggs and Stevie B will want to see what you got. They'll go a few days and say there's no fish left, and then they'll have a big catch. And then it's back to there's no fish around here. Wow, that's pretty cool. How big were they, Mike? How many pounds would you say? Ballpark. Sandra Martin, good morning. How are you, young lady? I hope you're having a great start to your day. I think Sandra's out west. Really early for her. Ah, man, that is great. Okay, Sandra, thank you for refreshing my memory. Those are huge fish, Mike. Did you forget to the point that somebody took a swim? Let's hope not. Oh, Mike's an excellent cook. He's always talking about cooking. He used to have a Sunday afternoon cook off. So when he starts talking about preparing food, let your ears perk up because he can come up with some good stuff. Well, I'm glad you prevented that swim. I hope you got pictures of those fish so that you can show them to Moggs and Stevie B. How much salt and pepper do you put in your batter, Mike? I'm kind of a big fan of pepper. Okay, great, Mike. Thank you. I'll go looking for them because I haven't gotten a notification. Thank you, Sonia. Oh, okay. Sonia was all excited about soccer. Everywhere else, football. She had a really small jersey of one of the players, and she was just on cloud nine, weren't you, Sonia? So, Mike, do you remember the song by Martha and the Vandellas, Heat Wave? That song was released in 1963, but it's been used in a lot of movies. And a couple of birthdays today. Ronnie James Dio, today's was his birthday. Neil Tennant, his birthday. Greg Kihn was born in 1949. In case nobody's reading the scroll. I had a lot of fun yesterday as I was driving, leaving one of the parking lots. I had a deer standing by the road just staring at me as I drove by. That's the video I did yesterday. Ika, good afternoon. I'm in North Carolina. I'm not sure where everybody else is. Little Ecot was pushing that lawnmower the other day, and the handle for the lawnmower was at her chin. I think Ika, is your vacation over? Are you back at work today? When she goes on vacation, she just does work around the house. She's always working. She's like both of our Sharons. Okay. Sonia, thanks for hanging out, Sonia. Uh, Ecot, the other day when you were at the shore, that was a lot of fun. We have rocks like that here, but they're in our mountains. Any damage, Mike? Okay. Kathy Bates. Good morning, Kathy. Ecot, tell Sonia that it's okay to come up on the panel. She won't get bit, and everybody will be glad to hear her. Sonia is high energy. I mean, energy. Oh, Mike, by the way, speaking of storms and everything, how are the rabbits doing? Have those people, got them better shelter? Oh, Mike, they're forecasting a couple of days here that we will have high temps of like 82, 83, but it's only going to last a couple of days. So we're going to get a little reprieve. If we're going into the low 80s, you might get some really cool temps. All right. Riddle me this, Mike. Kathy's in chat and she's showing up on Restream, but the sentence she typed, Mike, 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 hi, hope all is well, it shows up in YouTube, but it does not show up in Restream. Is that something you've noticed a lot of or at all? But I've seen that happen a few times and it's just totally random. Something will show up in YouTube chat, but not in Restream. Ecot, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you, young lady. I really do. Kathy, that's not it. Thank goodness for a cough button. Nah, it picks random statements and just doesn't show up. That's fine, Sharon. The fact that you're here at all is amazing, and absolutely no need to apologize. Kathy Bates says hello, Sharon. Mike's good to everybody. He might give him a hard time every now and then, but he's good to everybody. That deserves it. Good question, Roger. I'm going to guess around 3 o'clock East Coast time, 4 o'clock East Coast time, something like that. And then Allie will show up 30 or 40 minutes later. That's like Roger Blair, what he typed right there. Okay, Mike, thanks. I saw that one pop up in YouTube like 4 or 5 seconds before it showed up in Restream. And then what Mike typed in response showed up almost simultaneous. It's weird. So, long story short, if it takes me a second to respond, there's a delay. Val, thanks for hanging out. And all of you guys, your well wishes yesterday really made for a great day. Uh, got good video, got in some good hiking, was able to help some people out, show them some things that they wouldn't have known about. I think two or three joined the nature channel. Well, Val, you just lurk away. I welcome lurkers. Just be aware, lurkers usually go back to sleep. Not all, but some, especially on the nature channel. It's like I say, if I had my way, everybody would be here. But I fully recognize that people got other things to be doing. That's why I appreciate you guys here so much. Anybody got any big plans for the weekend? If I could have found a hotel that wasn't an arm and a leg, I would have seen a concert. But there's not one close enough to the venue for me to walk back and forth, and I'm not going to deal with traffic. And I'm not going to spend a couple of $100 for a room for just to go see a concert. Thank goodness we don't live in Europe, right, Mike? We have AC and we can use it, but not so much if you're in New York City. Oh, geez, Mike, you didn't put on any sunscreen? How, how are they doing this morning? Are they burning bad? that's not good. Well, the birds are singing nicely. So, Kathy, you having your morning coffee, or have you already finished it? Well, I bet it does, Mike. Is it a is it a four stroke or two? There was a guy, I think it was the '90s, down in Australia. He made a two-stroke engine that would, I mean, it was high performance, and it was small enough that he could one man could pick it up, and but because of the EPA rules and whatnot, uh, nobody wanted to do anything with it. But I mean, he put it in a car, and it did very well. Even the gas mileage was good. Cheers, Kathy. I finished my pot of coffee for the day. Kathy, what brand of coffee do you drink? If you're willing to share that information. Are you saying you got all that rain washed it out? YKB, what's up? YKB, it's afternoon for him. He's already been on a big bike ride. Mike, that's fantastic. Oh, if you was out from 7 to 3, no wonder you got toasted. Whoa, 92. Eh, if I could do a live stream while I was fishing, yeah, 92 is too hot. 92 is way too hot. But look at the humidity, Mike. It's only 37%. Stranded. What do you mean by stranded? Oh, it started out at 70 before the sun come up here, and it was 72 when I got my last cup of coffee. Yeah, humidity just makes it blah, awful, awful. As Mr. Lee would say, I'm telling you. Wow. See, Mike, that's the way it is when I get out on the trails. It's random, if at all, that I get a signal. YKB, I don't blame you. Stay in, stay cool. Yesterday wasn't too bad. I got up on the mountain. It was a little after 10, and I stayed until 2 o'clock. I covered, I don't know, somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 miles, something like that. I was drenched from head to toe. Yeah, we're going to be close to 90, probably 93 or 4. But we got rain coming in also, so the humidity's high. Jeez. See, Monday, when you get that heat wave coming in, Mike, we're going to cool down because I think Monday they're calling for our high to be 83. I'll believe it when I see it. You got it, YKB. Okay, I'm looking forward to this afternoon. I want to hear YKB pronounce dog. Because that's one of those words that gets pronounced so differently around the United States. There's dog, dog. Well, y'all had something to celebrate, Mike. Or did she get toasted to forget her mistake? Which one was it? Doug. I know it's a little silly, but I enjoy that stuff like that. YKB, the different pronunciations around different parts of the country. Whoa. That's okay. See, that's just fun. Well, I noticed that Mike was a little quiet for a day or two after the Tuesday celebrations. And Mike, how did your mom's birthday celebration go? Did she have a good time? Do something really special? Sometimes I do okay, YKB, but I'm no expert on anything. I know a little bit about several things. Oh, yeah. Replace the locks that didn't need to be replaced. Did you find out what wire was causing the problem and get it fixed for her? Look at how fast those clouds are moving by. And there's a face about to go off screen right at the edge of the screen. YKB, it takes a lot of talent to be able to type that so accurately, so quick. Okay. Okay. Good deal. Cool. Mike, you got my curiosity up about radios for, upgrade radios and whatnot. And I understand why you're having a time with that. Are you saying she's a messy, had a messy car? uh, yeah. Well, uh, I don't keep my stuff as clean as I once did, but I like it to be, decent. I mean, when I was younger, I had a black Monte Carlo. It was a 75 Monte Carlo. And I had to wash that thing every week because black will, I mean, you can have it washed, waxed, and perfect, and one speck of dust get on the hood, and you can see it from a mile off. That's a waste of Twinkie. Now I'm hungry. Hey, Sonia. Thanks for hanging around. I'm surprised Sonia's still awake. That girl works hard all day long. Yeah, Mike. The easiest color for to keep clean as far as a car goes is white. Because when it gets dirty, unless it's dirty in just one spot, it just looks like it's off white. Plus, in the sunshine, they're a little bit cooler. Not much, but a little. See, YKB, if you lived here in the States, instead of just using mayo, you could use a little bit of ranch dressing. Anybody else do that? Instead of using mayo, instead of using mayonnaise, they use a little bit of ranch. Yeah, I like. I don't use as much ranch as I would use mayonnaise, but I like ranch in tuna salad. That is, and I can't keep mayonnaise here because I use it so seldom it would always go bad. So I kind of started using ranch, and I really like it. Oh yeah, uh, it, there was so many videos about ranch dressing, people visiting the states. It was amazing. And one of the British guys that I watch his channel sometimes, he came to New York, and that was one of the things he was raving over was ranch dressing and pizza. He said he loved pizza. He would have pizza every week, several times a week. And after he had New York pizza and he went back to Britain, he might have pizza once a month. Yeah, I understand, Mike. I mean, you've got that one little sweet spot of flavor that you like. See, I'm not as much of a chef as you are. I didn't cook all that much before I got married, and after I got married, the wife was such a good cook. I mean, I got lazy. I gotta go check some of those noises. I'll be right back. Just in the last 30 minutes, it went from 73 to 79 on the back porch. Oh, I almost never go out to eat. It's too expensive to go out to eat. I'm not destitute, but I'm not independently wealthy either. Yeah. Oh, geez. Wendy's, if you get an extra barbecue sauce with one of their meals, they charge you for it. Um, Several places are that way. Every once in a while, you'll get somebody at the register that'll, they'll be nice and not charge you. And but McDonald's, it's it is rare that I would go to a McDonald's because they're too expensive and it's not that good. Yeah, Mike. Me and a friend of mine, both of us, we like going to little one-off restaurants. Family restaurant, and we don't like chains. Sometimes you can find some just little gold mines, and sometimes not so much. There's a restaurant that other family members go to on a regular basis, and if I'm in the area and need to eat out, that's the place I go. Mike, you should schedule a trip to North Carolina to uh, what's his name, JG. Uh, Visit him during the Lexington Barbecue Festival. They sell thousands of pounds of pig every day for 3 days. That's how big it is. And you can get just about any kind of barbecue you want there. And of course, they have contests and whatnot. Yeah, Kathy, McDonald's has just gotten terrible. I mean, I went to Asheville. I stopped in Asheville and I stopped at a McDonald's there. And Asheville has gone woke. I mean, woke. They're having a homeless problem now. All the problems, San Francisco, LA, big cities like that, Asheville's starting to get. And I went into the McDonald's. I was going to get one of their big breakfasts. That's the last thing on their menu that's still decent, a big breakfast. And they had the bathroom doors locked. The first place I have ever seen in North Carolina that they had the bathroom doors locked. And you had to purchase something and they would give you a code to get in. And I was like, no, I want to wash my hands before I go order. And I just went somewhere else. I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you, Kathy. I'd rather just stay at home. Uh, the and this surprised me. I can't remember why I stopped at Taco Bell because it's not Mexican food, but they advertised something to do with like one of their value meals. And I was out and about and I stopped there and it's actually good. Oh, geez. Nashville? That's sad. That is just sad. I've never been to Nashville and now I'm not so sure I want to go to Nashville. See, that's the problem with the southern states. There's been so many people move to escape, uh, the big cities, in, California, New York, etc. And they get here and they start voting for the same stupidity that they were running away from. It boggles my mind they don't see the connection between what they're voting for and what results they get. Yeah, the pizza place in Highlands, they got bought out. They're still good, but they're not as good as they were before. The people who originated that was just fantastic. Give everybody a 6 minute warning today. Yeah, this restaurant that the family goes to more. I mean, they'll go a couple of times a week. Uh, they have great people working there. The food is always good. Uh, and I mean, the prices are not fantastic, but they're not horrible either. And the guy, he appreciates repeat business big time. Yeah, Mike. I mean, when I moved out of South Carolina, I wanted to move to Johnson City, Tennessee. That was the area I was going for. But so many people were moving from up north. I mean, I just could not find a place. If you weren't standing there with cash in hand when the house went up for sale, you didn't have a chance of getting it. And anything you did have a chance for getting was really not worth the trouble. And it didn't take long where there were no houses for sale. You could buy land, and that was it. Yeah. See, like what Mike typed there, California to Florida, that popped up in YouTube, but not in Restream. Mike, Restream listens to you. Put in a technical support request. Sonia, are you still here listening? I know if she's listening at all, she's busy doing other stuff. There you go, YKB. That makes a garden look really nice. Oh no, no, no! Please, Mike. Let's not even pick with Kathy that way. I don't wish that on anybody. I don't know. I don't understand how people can have that mental disconnect between who they vote in and what the results are. Do they have the school system just totally stopped teaching any logic whatsoever? Does nobody know about cause and effect? See, I can't imagine. eh, To me, that's one of the biggest fails of the government. If something's not working, they throw more money at it. I think that is the antithesis of being reasonable. If something's not working, you need to do something different. And when you find something that works, throw money at that so you have more of it. Yeah, too many of them are, let's create a problem and then we'll tell everybody we have the solution, and they don't. Yeah, I anyway, it just drives me nuts how they do some of that stuff. Dolly, just in time for the end of the show, Dolly. How is your arm? That's terrible. Poor Miss Dolly. She's got to wear a tube in her arm. That's crazy. Well, all of our friends over on Rumble, thanks for stopping in this morning. You guys, like I say, there's thousands of places on YouTube you could be, and you chose to be here. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. I hope only kind words come your way. And everybody, I hope you get the day that you truly deserve. See y'all Saturday night or this afternoon at Mike's place.